This is an RNZ podcast.
Way back in June 2020, TVNZ's One News reported on the biggest day in the dairy farming calendar, the one on which thousands of share milkers simultaneously move stock. And that was more complicated than usual in 2020 because of COVID restrictions. But broadcasting the traditional name for that on One News, Gypsy Day, ended up complicating the issue for TVNZ. A viewer complained that this breached the discrimination and denigration standard because the term was offensive to one of our smallest and least visible ethnic and cultural communities. Now, TVNZ disagreed and pointed out that this was a term that's commonly used in farming and the media, and no members of that community were even referred to in that news item, let alone denigrated, and the Broadcasting Standards Authority acknowledged all that when it considered the viewer's complaint. But the authority also said that term is used as a slur that some people liken to the N-word when describing African Americans, and its use may embed existing negative stereotypes, devaluing the reputation of the Roma community and encouraging discrimination against it. And in December 2020, the authority concluded TVNZ News was in breach of the discrimination and denigration standard, and that TVNZ and other broadcasters could avoid unintended harm by not using the G word in future. Yet, just one day after issuing that, TVNZ aired this.
But one thing's for certain, a gypsy Christmas is never without its drama.
Not like that, Jesus, Mummy!
Oh, we get locked up? Yeah.
And just 1 month after My Big Fat Gypsy Christmas, TVNZ aired the series Big Fat Gypsy Weddings.
You want some beef? Yeah, I'll give you something.
With unprecedented access to the UK's most secretive communities,
They don't like anybody knowing anything about them at all. They even have their own language.
this series will take you to the very heart of gypsy life.
And right now, on Tuesdays in primetime on TVNZ1, you can also see Here Come the Gypsies.
For hundreds of years, gypsies and travellers have called the British Isles their home.
There's 5, maybe 6 generations of my family living on the road.
Battling to keep their unique way of life.
TVNZ's blurb for this series says it uncovers the hidden world of this modern community and shows viewers their fight to keep their culture alive in the UK. And it does, but it also depicts some of those practices that feed into those negative stereotypes like bare-knuckle fighting, excessive drinking, fortune-telling for cash, and so on. And according to UK media reports about the series, the watchdog there, Ofcom, received 50 complaints after the first episode aired back in 2021. But some viewers also complained to the UK press that the show glamorised the community and endorsed the Roma lifestyle, in spite of the fact that the show actually gave a voice to local folks who didn't approve of it at all.
But some local residents don't appreciate the party atmosphere.
They drive through the town very fast and reckless. They're big horses, so they're very intimidating.
You can't control a horse all the time. I think someone could get hurt.
Just goes to show, I suppose, that you can't please or offend all of the people all the time on TV. So, in the end, is TVNZ now flouting the BSA's guidance by screening the likes of Here Come the Gypsies Here after TVNZ News was told it shouldn't even use the G word in a news story about farming? Well, some media, and indeed some farming organisations too, had already adopted the term Moving Day instead by the time the BSA had made that ruling in late 2020, in which it pointed out that TVNZ did have an alternative term to use, whereas TVNZ could scarcely scrub the G word from the title of an imported TV series all about the Gs. Now, incidentally, some UK news reports also drew complaints from viewers about cruelty to horses depicted in this new series, though Mediawatch has yet to see any of that in the episodes that have screened so far. Though this week there was some footage we'll find hard to unsee of a guy called Romany Gypsy Lee, the horse dentist, plying his trade of filing down horses' teeth.
He's a nervous sort of horse. Back, gently, good lad.